Alright, YouTubers, welcome back to the Angry Nerd Gaming channel. And as you can tell from the beginning of the intro, I've recently partnered with Curse. Just a couple of days ago. So that's new and exciting for the channel. Hopefully it will give me a little bit more exposure. As far as some of the questions and stuff that I've had, let's talk about the intro just a little bit. Some of the first footage you saw in the intro was of motorcycles, specifically motocross racing. When I was in my early teens, my best friend and I used to ride motorcycles a lot. And we were really good. We were actually good enough that we raced some motocross. So that's what that footage was representing. And then the footage switched to an M2 Bradley infantry fighting vehicle. In 1986, directly out of high school, I joined the U.S. Army and went to mechanized infantry school. And when I graduated basic and AIT, my first duty assignment was in Garlstadt, Germany, with the 2nd Armored Division Ford, 1st of the 41st Infantry, and spent 2 years over there in Germany with them. And then I transferred back to the United States in 1988, and I was stationed at Fort Stewart, Georgia with the with the 24th Infantry Division, 3rd Battalion, 15th Infantry, and the 19th Infantry. And the two numbers are because the battalion changed, got a new name. I don't remember which one was first, because it was like it was way too long ago. So anyway, I stayed there from 88 to 1990, and I deployed from there with the 24th to the first Gulf War in Saudi and Iraq, and did my time over there. And when I got back, I stayed with the 24th Infantry up until 1992, at which time I changed my MOS, which is Military Occupational Specialty, changed it to 95 Bravo, which is Military Police, and went back to Germany for a 3-year stint. And I went this time to Bamberg, Germany, with the 793rd Military Police Battalion, 630th MP Company, where I served as a squad leader for an MP squad until 1995. And that's the year that I got out of the Army. Got tired of people shooting at me, basically. It's not as much fun as you would think. But in 1996, I joined the Federal Bureau of Prisons. Not because it was something that I really wanted to do. I thought about being a state trooper or some type of law enforcement, but my eyesight was not all that great. And matter of fact, it was not near good enough to be a state trooper. And local sheriff's departments and police departments weren't paying all that much money, and the Federal Bureau of Prisons had the highest salary, and I could buy back my 9.5 years that I spent in the military. So that's what I did. 1996, joined Federal Bureau of Prisons and became a prison guard, and have been doing that for a little over 19 years now. And when I say I have to buy back the stuff, I don't just get to add that Army time on to the end. I have to pay money. I had to pay money to be able to add my 2 federal services together to add on to my retirement, which kind of sucked, but it is what it is. And when I do another year, a little more than a year, I'll be able to retire with 30 years of government service if I want. I hadn't decided whether I'm going to yet or not. But yep, sitting here, and we are taking a little look at some MiG 334 gameplay. So hope you're enjoying that while you're listening to me ramble on. But oh, you know what? Let's take a little break from this gameplay. I'm going to splice this for just so we'll pick it back up in a second. But I want to show you my co-pilot, or co-pilot when I'm flying, and my tank commander when I'm doing ground forces. So let's take a minute and meet him, or her. Meet her. Yeah, so here I am trying to play a little War Thunder, and here's my co-pilot, or my tank commander. She's kind of laying down on the job right this minute, which is usually what she does. Sleep. Be in my way just a little bit, but you can see she's got time for a little face cleaning. She's got about 3/4 of the mouse pad usurped, and wants to be as close as she can get. But she is a very sweet cat. Little nibble there. Little love bite. Very sweet. And at one point, I haven't tried it in a while, but she would fetch. And she talks a lot. Matter of fact, she's quite the sass box. So let's get back to the aircraft footage and see if we can answer 1 or 2 questions. And I didn't have very many questions on the initial public offering of Answers with Angry, so you didn't get a follow-on video very soon, because there just weren't that many questions. But there were a few, so might as well go ahead and answer them. TX141TX wanted to know what encouraged me to make War Thunder videos on YouTube. And the answer would be I was watching War Thunder videos on YouTube, and I was like, I'm not horrible, and I do enjoy watching videos, so I'm gonna need something to do when I retire. Maybe I'll start a YouTube channel, see if anybody will watch. And 900 of you have, and I greatly appreciate it. It's very encouraging. So yeah, I was watching Jingles, Krebs, Quickie Baby, and I thought I might can do that. Let me give it a try. If nothing else, it'll improve my computer skills with photo editing software and video editing software, which I'm not really all that good at. But anyway, that's what encouraged me to start doing it or give it a try. Now, the second question was from Grunger2. Did I see any action? Where? And in what regiment? Grade? And your overall opinion about it? I did see a good bit of action in the first Gulf War. I put up a picture here on the screen, and this was a very very prominent photo of the time. I want to say it was on Time magazine or Life magazine, one of the cover photos. And this is my unit, or guys from my unit being evacuated. Guys from my company being evacuated after the Battle of Jalaba airfield. We lost some people, had a bunch of people injured, and that's about it. I will tell you one thing, that going into battle for the first time is not the worst time. The first time, you really don't know what's about to happen, and when it does happen, you're just kind of reacting to it. It's kind of training, instinct, not much thought about it. It's happening and you're just reacting to it. The worst time is after it's all over and done with. That battle is over. You've collected all your gear, you've accounted for everything, given your situation report, your personnel, equipment, ammo, and the worst time is when they go, okay, now we have to go do it again, because now you know what's about to happen, and that's the scariest time. And eventually you get, I don't want to say used to it, but maybe numbed to it. But that second time, that's the worst. At least it was for me. So I knew what was about to happen again. I was not looking forward to it. But yeah, that was with the 24th Infantry Division out of Fort Stewart, Georgia. The third question is from Hydro the Gamer Samrat. I'm sure I mispronounced that, so forgive me. And he wanted to know, was I in a squadron? And no, I'm not in a squadron. I really don't fly all that well with other people, because I'm really not sure what I'm supposed to be doing when I'm flying with other people. You have to fly with people for a while to get used to them and how they do things, and who's going to do what, and who's going to take the lead, and all that other kind of stuff. And I don't have that kind of time. I just jump on and play when I have a little bit of time. The next question, well, it's not necessarily a question. It's from Maximus Helios 95, and he says, I'm sorry for the complaint, but in your future videos, could you please stick to the third-person view so we can look at the plane when you're engaging your targets? That would be greatly appreciated. And I love that view too. Can't fly in it with a joystick because the reticle doesn't stay in the center of the screen. And when I'm using the joystick, if the reticle doesn't stay in the center of the screen, it's a little bit confusing for me, or disorienting. Yeah, forgive my pronunciation. So that's why I fly in the virtual cockpit view. I can't fly in the third person view when I'm using the joystick for some reason. So yeah, I love to watch videos in the third person view as well. So what do we get? 5 questions answered. If you would like me to answer any more questions, feel free to put them down in the comments section, and I'll see if I can answer them. But as a wrap up, I am working a lot. Yeah, the bad economy means I need to work overtime. So I usually try to pick up at least 2, maybe 3 overtimes a pay period or a week. So you're talking 60 plus hours when I can get that. I don't always get it, but I try to get it. Bring in a little extra money. I'm on day shift right now, which is 8 in the morning until 4 in the afternoon, basically. Not my favorite shift. My favorite shift is from 4 p.m. until midnight. Do the same thing and make $400 more a month for doing the exact same thing. And I get a little more game time in when it's quiet, because I get in after 12:30, and I can play for an hour or so before I go to bed, and I can sleep a little late in the morning if I don't have an overtime. But if I stay up late playing on day watch, that alarm goes off at 6 o'clock in the morning, and it tends to wear me down a little bit. But anywho, yep, we're partnered with Cursed. I'm expecting, hoping for big things from that. And I really want to tell y'all how much I appreciate y'all supporting my channel. And, you know, it's encouraging. It gives me a reason to keep putting out videos if I know that people are enjoying them. Otherwise, I'd just play, tell you the truth. So yeah, thanks. We are well on our way to 1,000 subscribers. One more question. Talon 6713 wanted to know if I ever considered streaming. And yes, I didn't for a while, but I got several questions about streaming, and I'm in the process of building a Twitch channel. I've had a couple of test streams. First one wasn't working out so well. It was a little laggy, So I downloaded OSB. I'm working on setting up overlays for the streams for the various stuff. I want it to at least look relatively nice before I open it up to the public and get it working pretty well. I'd like to get a second monitor so that I could have like the chat and stuff up on one monitor and play on the other one. But for now, I'm just trying to monitor the chat on my phone, which it's not working out very well, to tell you the truth. So hopefully I will get that up and running around the time that we hit 1,000 subscribers. And what I will attempt to utilize that Twitch stream for is to play with the subscribers. So if you're our own and you want to play, we'll join up in a squad and we'll knock out a game or two. And you can see for yourself really how bad I actually am. But I would have to say that if you want to squad up with me on Twitch, I would really appreciate it if you had a mic or something so that the audience would be able to hear your voice as well. Otherwise, it just sounds like I'm talking to myself. So, that's what's happening here at the Angry Nerd gaming channel. So, I want to say that I will have a link to my Facebook page in the description below, to my Twitter, and to my new Twitch channel. If you want to drop down there and take a look at those, I would really appreciate it. But as always, thanks for watching. Nerd out.